Staying here in the nation, lawmakers continue with their own probe into the Itaewon crowd crush. Some officials not being investigated by the police but is accused of failing to uphold public safety were in the hot seat. Kyung-eun brings the highlights from the session.
Having already been questioned by the police 2 times, Choi Seong-beom, chief of the Yongsan Fire Station, was questioned once again on Thursday about his response at the scene of the Itaewon crowd crush. This time by lawmakers, in particular over his failure to execute prompt cooperation with the police, which prevented the provision of emergency aid to the victims when they needed it.
Do you think rescue operations and patient management would have been effective if there had been a prompt cooperation with the police?
It's deeply regrettable, but this incident made clear the importance of close cooperation between related agencies for all types of disasters.
Lately, Che has emerged as the primary target of the police for a possible arrest warrant, like those issued to the former Yongsan police chief and the head of district office in the area where the accident occurred. Also brought into the session was the mayor of Seoul, Oh Se-hoon, to brief lawmakers about the city's failure to inspect its safety manuals as the ultimate safety watchdog. Mayor Oh cited a loophole in the current disaster management law that only requires the city and the central government to draw up such manuals for events with a particular organizer, which was not the case for the Halloween gatherings.
Under the current law, the city government is not required to pre-inspect all festival-like gatherings if there's no organizer for us to work with on safety manuals. But we've started by amending the related ordinance.
Mayor Oh is among those from higher organizations that have been called into the parliamentary probe. The bereaved families in the opposition bloc have been seeking to use this non-legally binding probe as a supplement to the police investigations, which they claim to be focused on officials at lower levels. This wraps up 2 rounds of briefings by organizations subject to the parliamentary probe. Next up are parliamentary hearings on key figures, including Interior Minister Lee Sang-min. The National Assembly is aiming to complete the investigative activities by January 7th. Kyung-eun, Arirang News.